Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book Not Born Yesterday, a creation by Hugo Mercier. What is it about? Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Hugo Mercier is a cognitive scientist at the Jean Nicod Institute in Paris, specializing in cognitive reasoning and what he terms open vigilance. He co-authored The Enigma of Reason, investigating the evolutionary advantages of human reason over other animals. With 6 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on StoryPlanet.net. To start, discover the process of human decision-making and belief formation. The text discusses the misconception that people who believe unreliable information are gullible or lack intelligence. It explains that humans do not blindly accept everything and actually employ cognitive reasoning mechanisms to determine trustworthiness. It explores how we process information, detect deception, and make decisions about what to believe. Evolution, survival, and communication play a role in these cognitive processes. Additionally, the text mentions the hidden cost of unreliable signals and the cognitive tools we've developed to guard against gullibility. It advises caution and verification in accepting information, drawing parallels with entering addresses into GPS devices. Idea number 1. We tend to adopt beliefs that align with our objectives and perspectives when making decisions on what to believe. The text discusses how people tend to believe information that aligns with their goals and existing views. It highlights that trying to influence people is complex and often unsuccessful, pointing out that individuals do not uncritically adopt beliefs. The author emphasizes that cultural variation and individual differences make blind conformity unlikely. The main idea is that beliefs are chosen based on alignment with existing views rather than blind acceptance. Key idea number 2, individuals with shared goals have no reason to communicate unreliable signals. Communication allows for sharing knowledge and cooperation among individuals to achieve common goals. Inclusive fitness drives organisms to communicate reliably to maximize reproductive success. Bees communicate locations of food sources through dances, and despite improbable information, hive bees follow the signals to support their common reproductive goal. Reliable signaling is essential as it is costly for the sender, and repeated unreliable signals can lead to breakdown in communication. Trust in communication is crucial for cooperation and success. Key idea number 3. Vigilance mechanisms have evolved to accept beneficial messages and reject harmful ones. Humans have cognitive mechanisms to decide who to trust due to our reliance on verbal communication. Open vigilance mechanisms help us discern beneficial messages from harmful ones. The concept of an arms race suggests humans evolved from gullibility to vigilance. However, the idea that tiredness or distraction leads to gullibility lacks evidence. Instead, when attention is compromised, humans tend to become more stubborn and conservative rather than gullible. Key idea number 4. Prior beliefs and reasoning play a crucial role in determining the credibility and validity of information we receive. Prior beliefs and reasoning play a significant role in evaluating new information. Plausibility checking helps filter out implausible possibilities, while reasoning assists in assessing the validity of arguments. These mechanisms aid in being both vigilant and open-minded, allowing for the integration of new information into existing beliefs. Challenging arguments requires objectivity, separating conclusions from arguments to assess the information more effectively. Communication and discussion in small groups often lead to better decision-making by allowing for the exchange of perspectives and enhancing acceptance of new ideas. Key idea number 5. People rely on intuition to assess the competence and knowledge of others. Sabine Moreau took a 50-mile trip but was misled by her GPS to an 800-mile journey to Zagreb. The text emphasizes the reliance on intuition to judge competence, with performance history being a critical factor. Children and adults evaluate competence before conforming to group or expert opinions. Key idea number 6. Fake news serves to justify actions that people were inclined to take regardless. It doesn't typically mislead individuals, but rather provides a seemingly valid rationale for their predetermined intentions. Fake news is often not the cause of misleading people, but rather justifies actions they were already inclined to take. Studies have shown that exposure to media can influence opinions and views, but individuals usually do not change their attitudes, especially if they hold strong beliefs. People tend to seek information that aligns with their existing beliefs rather than challenging them. In conclusion, humans are more discerning and less susceptible to deception than previously thought. We use various cues to evaluate credibility and have evolved cognitive mechanisms for vigilance. Misinformation can strengthen pre-existing beliefs rather than deceive. The advice: trust more to understand, trust better. It is more beneficial to trust than to not trust, as errors are more likely from lack of trust. By trusting, we can improve our judgment. Feedback on the content is welcome. Suggested read: Weaponized Lies by Daniel J. Levitin focuses on honing critical thinking skills in the current era of misinformation. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.